So it's just one at first, and it's colorless. It's transparent and brave and electric. It stands out right away. It has walls, but they're jagged, and it's weird, but you want to look at it. You want to see its strange and irregular nucleus float. You want to know how it sits and how it stands, and how does it balance when it looks like a star and a puddle at the same time? I mean, it shouldn't be possible. No one believes it. Why should they? It's a mutant. It's pimply and spotted and strange. It's weird and it's alone, but it's relentless. It makes its own crown that falls down around its ears, and it likes bats and superheroes, and it has a crush on its AP bio teacher. And she likes him too, in an innocuous way that sort of encourages a love of learning. It sits at Barnes & Noble for hours by itself. It highlights test prep books that it passes down to its brother. And it obviously does not have a girlfriend till college. It thinks Harry Potter is cool, but it prefers the Sandman. And it watches everyone divide themselves and bend themselves and know themselves, and it wonders, where do we end and where do we begin? And when will it be my turn? It looks and it sees 1,000 possibilities in the eye of a needle. It sees only possibilities. It looks and it sees unregulated and unruly freedom. It will not admit that it is a kind of libertarian, but it has read Ayn Rand. Because it has read everything. It graduates, but it's so lonely, it falls in love with everyone it passes. A barista with an apron and green eyes to match. An old jogger who looks like Clint Eastwood. An asshole on the train with very loud headphones. A beautiful boy reading A Movable Feast on the bus so that everyone can see him. A woman with freckles on her nose and a healthy dose of skepticism, but no one keeps it. Until finally, it becomes beautiful and talented and brilliant. And it has reproductive advantages because beautiful and talented and brilliant things do. And we love beautiful and talented and brilliant things. And it knows now that it is beautiful and talented and brilliant. Finally. So when its strange, sticky walls burst open, it succeeds. It pours itself into empty pages and dining plates and crowded rooms, and everyone laughs. And then everyone is moved, literally moved, by its story as it copies itself and changes and 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 copies itself and changes because it wants to be seen. It won't rest until everyone is touched by it. Crowded by its messy disobedience and its inventive secrets, contaminated by its demanding imagination and its endless mystery, it takes a sponge and turns it inside out into a galaxy. It takes recycling cans and doorknobs and board games and starts a war because it doesn't know when to stop. So it doesn't. So when it slips under your skin, when it holds your hand, it won't admit it's exhausted. But when it sees your warm socks and cups of tea, it smiles. Because it knows that just one little cell that nobody noticed created another world to get your attention.